one of the most searched terms consistently over the years is pornography. Sadly, whenever Ramadan hits, watching pornography while fasting is among the highest searched terms. In other words, are Muslims allowed to watch pornography while fasting? This episode of A Moment Please comes to supplement the short article I wrote on gsalam.net some time ago in response to that. Let's do this. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. A moment please. As sad as it sounds, it is the reality. And as unfortunate as it is, it has some bright side to it. First, at least someone or some people are considering quitting or suspending watching pornography during the blessed month of Ramadan. And second, although guilty, some who are stuck with this still feel that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching over them. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens their hearts and ours, as well as He gives us all the strength and immunity we need to overcome or to stay away from such bad and addictive habits. Now, when Ramadan arrives, Muslims are expected to fill their time with acts of worship, ibadat, as much as possible. In other words, while fasting during the blessed month of Ramadan, we pray, we recite the Quran, we give in charity, we check on our family members, relatives, neighbors, and loved ones, and we fill our time with plentiful of dhikr, that is remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are some examples of righteousness or righteous deeds that will fill our Ramadan basket in the hope that it keeps us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the other hand, when Muslims are fasting, they must abstain from all sorts of evil and sinful deeds as much as possible. Certainly, watching pornography or anything related to pornography or anything that leads to pornography is also to be avoided and should be avoided, if not must be avoided. Besides the psychological and negative mental side effect that watching pornography certainly leaves on the one who watches it, pornography is the most extreme form of self-destruction. For example, you hardly find someone who is addicted to pornography and having a stable family life. Pornography is also the most extreme form of looking at or watching the exposed aura of a fellow human being. And as Muslims, whether it is Ramadan or not Ramadan, and whether we are fasting or not fasting, it is prohibited upon us to look at the aura of other people, whether the aura is exposed by themselves or it was exposed against their will. Aura is any part of the body which the Muslim, male or female, in accordance with their gender, are not allowed to expose to strangers. Even with relatives and mahram, there are limits to what we can expose and what we can see. The Muslim becomes sinful when we extend our eyes or when we look at exposed aura, whether the exposed aura is of Muslim or non-Muslim. The clear guidance of the Quran is that we lower our gaze whenever we encounter exposed aura. After all this, can the Muslim watch pornography while fasting or even when not fasting? For detailed discussion on this, check 3 of my articles that discuss pornography and masturbation on gsalam.net. 10 reasons to quit pornography, how to quit watching pornography, how to quit the secret habit. Links are provided in the description below. Until our next moment, please, I leave you in Allah's protection. Until then, see you in Jannah. Ramadan Mubarak. Wassalamu alaikum